Why, hello there everyone. I'm here with my cup of tea. It is, what time is it? Whoa, 1:45 midnight. I've just got home from the gym, so I'm very, very awake, and I've actually just been debating with the debater on Twitter, Evan Edinger, about a question in the Myers-Briggs test. Now, I took this test about a year ago. I know what I got back then. I got INFJ-T, which I think is like one of the most rare personalities, so but I thought I would retake this test and see what it says now, a year later. I've got my laptop here, so if I have a weird shining face, that is why. I'm gonna turn the brightness down. Nelson, Lord Nelson. Because I've taken this before, I already know what I think I'm gonna get. I feel like I'm gonna get the same as what I got the first time. Like, that would make sense. But I might have grown as a person, so that'd be interesting. If you don't know anything about the Myers-Briggs test, by the way, it's pretty much the most well-known personality test. It divides you into one of 16 different personalities, and it's actually very interesting. When I took it the first time and I read my answer, I was like, oh my God, that is literally me. So if you guys want to do it at the same time as me, feel free. I'm gonna leave Evan's video below if you want to watch that. He is exactly the opposite personality type to me, and I know that because obviously I've hung out with him. We are very, very, very opposite, I feel like, but opposites attract. They make good friends. But he said in his video that he's gonna be very honest with the answers. Some of the answers people might be mean to me for, but I'm gonna be very, very honest because that is the only way you can live your life. If there's a personality type that like to make everything bigger when it comes to fonts, that is me. I zoom in on everything, so ignore how big this is. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. I'm gonna have to disagree a little bit. Sometimes I do. I'm not the most confident person, but I think I can fake confidence now because of my job. Like, I'm very used to going in settings where I don't know anyone. You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. Agree a little bit. I'm a bit of a dreamer. You try to respond to your emails as soon as possible, and you cannot stand a messy inbox. Agree a little bit. It depends who it is. You find it easy to stay relaxed even when there is some pressure. Disagree. You do not usually initiate conversations. Disagree. You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. Disagree. If I'm curious, I'm gonna try. You feel superior to other people. It depends who it is. Like, if it's a shitty person, then yeah, I do, because they're a shitty person. But if it's just like a normal, nice person, then no, I don't. I'm gonna put myself in the middle because with average, normal people, no, I don't feel superior. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. Yeah, I'm not very good at being spontaneous. You are usually highly motivated and energetic. Nope. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. I'm gonna put myself in the middle. You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people. Strong agree. I do YouTube as a job. Your home and work environments are quite tidy. Disagree a bit, actually. Oh my God, I'm sat in such a mess right now, but I am gonna tidy it tomorrow. Let me show you. Okay, I am agree. You do not mind being in the center of attention. Disagree. I bet people think I like being the center of attention. I hate it, unless I'm drunk. And then I get on the dance floor and I'm like, yeah. You consider yourself more practical than creative. Disagree. People can rarely upset you. Disagree. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. Yes. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. Disagree. I take on people's feelings like a friggin' sponge. Your mood can change very quickly. Yes. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. Agree. I think if I'm having a discussion with people and I know I'm right, I'm just gonna keep telling my point. Moving on. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. Disagree. Which kind of contradicts the point above, but that just says in discussions. Like, in normal life, I think about people all the time. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to a methodical and organized approach. Yes. You are often envious of others. No. An interesting book or video game is often better than a social event. If that means Netflix, then yeah. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. Agree, but things go wrong and you have to kind of adapt. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. Disagree. You often find yourself lost in thought when you are walking in nature. Yep. If someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. Not really, I just think, oh, the prob's busy. This is the question that we were debating on Twitter. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up to be kind than smart. Now, I would put heavily agree, because I read this as smart being clever, and I would so much rather, not even just my child, but people in general, I would so much rather meet a kind person who maybe doesn't have that much knowledge than meet a super clever person that's mean. That's just how I see it. You do not let other people influence your actions. Agree. When you sleep, your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its event. Agree. I have a lot of terrorism dreams. Fun. It does not take you much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. I work from home, but I think if I did go to work, I would try and get involved. I am quite a loner, but that's because I literally work on my own. But if I had an office to go to, I would go for drinks and stuff with people. I'm gonna put agree a bit. You are more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. Disagree. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I know when I took this the first time, I put like heavily agree. I'm on tablets now. But if I didn't have tablets, I would say agree. You enjoy going to social events that involve dressing up or role play activities. Yes, I love Halloween for that reason, because it feels like you're not really being yourself. Like, I can walk in and be confident knowing that people aren't really looking at me, they're looking at Halloween version of me. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. Yes. You would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. No. You are a relatively reserved and quiet person. Agree a bit. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. No. Bye, Felicia. If you're not performing well, see ya. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. Yes. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. Logic, heart. No. I think when it's an important decision, you would go with your gut. So I guess that means heart. Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. Kind of agree. If your friend is sad about something, you are more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. I'm in the middle. I offer the support and then I tell them how they should fix their life. You rarely feel insecure. Disagree. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. Disagree. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. Oh, I really like being right. But if I'm in a... I'm gonna say agree a bit, depends what it's about, but I do like being right. You think that everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether they are supported by facts or not. No, if you've got a stupid opinion, I want to hear your facts. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. No, I need 5 days to recover. You frequently misplace your things. Yes. You see yourself as very emotionally stable. No. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. Yes. You would not call yourself a dreamer. No, I'm definitely a dreamer. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. Oh my God, I am so bad at talking in front of people, even if it's just like 4 people and I have to tell a story from my life or like what just happened to me that day. I can't get my story out. I literally sound like I'm lying. Like I sound like I'm making things up because I'm that bad at telling stories. Can't do it. Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. No. You worry too much about what other people think. Yes. Oh, this is the last page. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. It honestly depends what kind of a day I'm having. If I'm gonna be on my period, I will stick to the wall. If I'm not on my period, I'm gonna put the middle. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there is not enough time to do everything. Yes. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. Yeah. You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. Agree a bit. You have always been interested in unconventional and ambitious things, example, into books, art, or movies. Yeah. You often take initiative in social situations. Gonna put myself in the middle. Ooh, I got a different answer than last time. This is fun. I'm now the green lady. Oh my God, I've been saying all the way through this how much of a dreamer I am. And the first thing it says is no one can stop you from dreaming. So I'm 61% introverted, which I agree with because I can be an extrovert when I'm with people, but I do get all of my energy from being on my own. So like if I go out with a group of people, I won't be thinking, oh, I wish I could go home right now. But then I need 5 days to chill. Energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. Intuitive, observant. I don't really know what that means. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. 49% thinking, 51% feeling. I agree with that. I do go with my gut, but I also really think about like why my gut feeling is something. Like I think about that. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning and decision making. I'm gonna sneeze. 49% judging, 51% prospecting. I don't know what that means again. I think I am thick. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. Turbulent. That sums me up. Oh, see, look, I'm already logged in. This shows that I was the advocate before. That's so fun. Mediator personality, INFP. Oh look, this is what I got last time. So I've become more observant and more thinking. Mediator personalities are true idealists, yes. Always looking for the hint of good in even the worst of people and events. Searching for ways to make things better. I agree with that. I always look for the good. While they may be perceived as calm, reserved, or even shy, mediators have an inner flame and passion that can truly shine. Comprising of just 4% of the population, the risk of feeling misunderstood is unfortunately high for the mediator personality type. But when they find like-minded people to spend their time with, the harmony they feel will be a fountain of joy and inspiration. Mediators will focus their attention on just a few people or a single worthy cause. Spread too thinly, they'll run out of energy or even become dejected and overwhelmed by all the bad in the world that they can't fix. Agree. As a lot of people like to point out, I don't have a huge abundance of friends. I can only focus on a few people at once because I take in people's feelings and emotions and I get stressed out. Like it's just too much. Mediators, you may know Shakespeare, Bjork, Johnny Depp, he's a Gemini, Julia Roberts, my favorite person on earth, Lisa Kudrow, oh, Phoebe and Friends, I hate her. Strengths and weaknesses, this is what I want to know. Mediator strengths, idealistic and optimistic, which I am. Seek and value harmony. People with the mediator personality type have no interest in having power over others and don't much care for domineering attitudes at all. They prefer a more democratic approach and work hard to ensure that every voice and perspective is heard. That is very true as well. If I say my opinion, I want to hear yours. I don't just like talk over you, like I want to hear what you've got to say. Open-minded and flexible. Oh, they just sound fabulous. Very creative, passionate and energetic. When something captures mediators' imagination and speaks to their beliefs, they go all in, dedicating their time, energy, thoughts and emotions to this project. Yes, this is me. My weaknesses. Too idealistic. Mediators often take their idealism too far, setting themselves up for disappointment. Yeah, this is why I don't watch the news. And some people think it's so dumb that I don't watch the news, but I don't want to know all of the bad things that are going on in the world because it genuinely triggers my anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to terrorism and stuff. I don't want to know. And that might sound very close-minded, but it's just, I can't function like with all the bad. This one is me, impractical. When something captures mediators' imaginations, they can neglect practical matters like day-to-day maintenance and simple pleasures. Yes, if I get too into something, I won't clean my flat for like 10 days. Take things personally. Yes. Difficult to get to know. Yes. Mediators are private, reserved and self-conscious. That is literally me in 3 words. This makes them notoriously difficult to really get to know. 100% believe this. I am so difficult to get to know. If people come into my life and I don't feel like I have enough time for them, I just won't go there, which is really bad. I kind of see it as I have my friends, I can't deal with more. But I also don't want people to know my problems, or I just don't like people really getting to know me. It's just so vulnerable. Friendships. This is one that I'm interested in. This is a lot of reading to read at 11 past midnight. I struggle with reading a lot. This is why I make my writing bigger, because I just can't read very well. Ideas like networking and the friend of my friend is my friend hold little weight with mediators. Friendships are earned on their own merit. I really, really agree with that. Like I was saying before, I find it so hard to let people in and have time for people that I'm not good at mixing with my friends' friends. Like, I will be so nice to them, and if I click with them, then that's amazing. But I'm not the kind of person who goes out with a friend's group of friends because I just want to see my one friend. I don't want to see people I don't know, and I want to get better at that. Okay, so that is going to be it for this video. If you found this interesting, yay. If you didn't, I'm really sorry, but I just got so inspired by Evan's video, I wanted to retake it, and I feel like everything that they've said there is very true about me. If you took this test along with me, or you've taken it before, let me know what personality you are in the comments below. All I ever really get from this test, like the most important thing, is that I don't let people in, I'm an introvert, and I really like to help people. And those three things are very true. But I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm like paranoid that I'm talking loud at midnight. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out Evan's below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.